Hey everyone, so this is not a video that I expected to make and didn't really plan on making. Apologies that this is really grainy. I normally film during the daytime, but since the new episode literally comes out tomorrow and it's Saturday night right now, and have been drinking wine, so if you guys have been highly anticipating Westworld Season 3, you probably watched the date announcement trailer, which was on HBO's YouTube page. Basically, it showed a bunch of points on the circle that were different events that were happening, and I wasn't really paying attention to the actual dates because I personally didn't even have any idea when anything in Westworld was really happening. The plot in Season 2 was so confusing enough, so I saw the trailer with the dates on the circle and I was like, okay, cool, that probably has everything to do with Season 3, so I'm not going to really pay attention. I was reading the descriptions of what happened, but not really paying attention to the dates. Then, before the first episode aired, I watched the Season 1 and 2 recap video because I kind of, guys, it's been a really long time since the last season of Westworld that I forgot the details of what happened, and so I watched several Season 1 and 2 recaps, which, if you want, I can link those, but you've probably seen them already. A couple of them were like a full in order chronological timeline, and one of them was really good. It was approximating like the actual years that everything was happening in seasons 1 and 2, which is something that I wasn't even really thinking about. So it turns out, okay, maybe everyone already knew this and like had caught on about this disturbance circle thing. I don't know what the name of it is. I tried to find like a more detailed video that explained that specifically. I decided I would try to make one. It's like I'm not one of those channels that is going to go super deep into analysis and theories about what happened and things like that. This is strictly, I just watched a shit ton of videos and gathered all the information because I wanted this information for myself, and I figured maybe it'll help someone. Me personally, I guess, I really wasn't paying attention to this circle divergence graph thing, and it's actually, I feel like, really important, and in the grand timeline, I just wanted to put it all into one video. In the trailer that has the date announcements on the circle, all of the ones are mostly in the 2020s, and one maybe in the 2030s, right? And according to the season 2 estimated like timeline years, 2020 to 2050 or something is the range in which season 2 happened, according to other people who analyzed the show. I don't know. I wasn't calculating anything like that. So in season 3's trailer, 90% of those date announcements were like in the past, which I didn't catch on to because, again, I wasn't really paying attention. I was just like, oh, this just has to do with season 3. I realized that 2037 is when Solomon was initiated, which we found out was version 1 of Rehoboam. I think that's how you say it. That big core ball thing that is like controlling everything. So that system was initiated way before Dolores broke out of the park. So it was supposed to help, humanity get on a path and stop all the craziness from happening because it gives everybody purpose and they're sort of caught in loops, similar to how the robots were in loops. So most of those divergent points or whatever were from before season 3 started, and it was 2058, the big one, which coincides with the beginning of season 3, and that is Dolores. The divergence is her escaping the park and like wreaking havoc on the world, which is alluded to in the voiceover of the trailer when the guy is like, oh, but there was someone that we didn't account for, and it was you, which is talking about Dolores. So that's the first like point explained. And then what I also didn't realize was throughout episode 1 and 2, in between certain scenes, they'll put these, I guess they're called title cards. I don't really know. I'm not in the industry. I also, again, wasn't really paying attention to those, to be honest. Also, every time I watch Westworld, I'm like drinking wine, so maybe I'm just like a little bit drunk by that point. Don't know. Kind of thought, because I had watched the date announcement trailer, I thought each time that those title cards were posted that it just corresponded to one of the ones from the trailer because I didn't memorize which ones the trailer was talking about. So when it said in episode 1 and 2 that like a divergence happened, I was just like, oh, that must be one of the ones from the trailer, and I wasn't really trying to put it together. But all of the title cards that show a date announcement they're all different from the ones in the trailer. The ones in the trailer, like I said, are from the past, and then Dolores was 2058. So in season 3, there are a bunch of divergences that happen that are new. The Los Angeles one is because Caleb, he's my new favorite character. Aaron Paul, will you go out with me? I love his character so much. But anyways, he doesn't have one of the implants that everybody else has to make their life easier because it syncs them better to Rehoboam, I'm pretty sure. He's one of the people who doesn't really buy into the technology fully. The divergence is the fact that he doesn't have an implant and he's sort of doing these missions, then he runs into Dolores, so that divergence was about him. And then the next one was, oh, I haven't figured out which one this one is. Beihai, China. I tried to find videos that explained who was responsible for that divergence because, okay, that's the thing. All of these new ones don't have any dates, so you like have to kind of guess or watch videos to figure out which each one is referring to. If you guys know, maybe you can put it in the comments. But okay, the next one was South China Sea, which was Bernard, and he was going off of his course, his path or whatever, because he escaped from the factory that he was working at and had a bunch of boatsmen let him travel to Westworld. So that was sort of him causing a bit of a change in people's paths in that sense. So yeah, hopefully this kind of helps clear up the date thing. I know that the guy at the end of episode 2, Sirach, had a poster or something of it on his wall. I'm sure more will be explained in later episodes. But yeah, hopefully this was helpful because I was kind of confused slash I guess just wasn't really paying attention and realized that these new dates were not the same as the ones from the trailer and they actually reflecting the characters' actions and therefore those were the divergences. My channel's really new and I don't normally do analyses or deep dives on shows or movies, so this was a little bit different from what I normally put out, and yeah, sorry if it was a little bit unstructured. Hopefully it helped, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.